Okay guys, big announcement. As you can tell from the title, 31 Horror Nights is back from the dead for 2018. Last year, I mostly wanted to watch movies that I thought were interesting and I wanted to see. So there was a lot of found footage stuff. They also all happened to be relatively recent. The oldest was from 2001. But this year, it's nothing but the classics. Last year was movies I wanted to see. This year is movies that people tell me that I need to see. Now, there is no one thing that defines a movie as a classic, and obviously I wouldn't be able to see all the quote-unquote classic horror movies in just 31 days, but I think I've picked a pretty good selection. Most of these movies were critically acclaimed, some of them were box office smash hits, some of them have won Academy Awards, some of them have launched careers when it comes to acting or directing. Many of these have been called among the scariest movies ever, and some of them have been called among the greatest movies ever. In one way or another, the 31 films I'm going to be watching in October have cemented their place in the scary movie genre. Now, there's also the fact that there has to be a certain amount of time that passes before a movie can be called a classic. The most recent movie I'm going to be watching next month is from 2006, 12 full years ago, but most of them are from the 60s, 70s, and 80s. Unlike last year, I have seen a few of these movies before, but with all of them, I would have seen them at least 3 years ago, so I'm basically just getting reintroduced to them. And I'll let you know when I've seen the movie and when I talk about it on that day, but I haven't seen most of these. I will post a video every day in the evening of Eastern Standard Time, and I'll talk about it, give it a review, and give it a rating out of 10. Do not expect me to hold back on movies that are older. A true classic should be able to stand the test of time, and I'll be judging all of them by my standards today. And also, not all of these are true blue horror movies, but they all have elements of horror to them. There's a dark fantasy, there's thrillers, there's a lot of different stuff, but all of them do have elements of horror in them. Like last year, the movies I'm going to be watching are pretty much in a random order. The only set dates I have is I know what I'm watching first, and I think you guys can guess which horror movie I'm going to be watching on Halloween, but everything else is completely random. That is, except for a specific trilogy of movies which I will be watching on consecutive days. Alright, I can't really think of anything else to say except I'm excited for 31 Horror Nights again. I'll see you guys on October 1st.